I moved to Dubai in March 2017 and I lived in Dubai for 2 years and some months. In this video, I'm going to be telling you 5 good reasons why you should not, you should please don't move to Dubai. I'm using the word Dubai because it is the one that is very popular. It is a city that everybody knows. But when I say Dubai, I mean the United Arab Emirates, UAE, which comprises of the entire Middle East, the 7 Emirates, and even the environ. Qatar is the same. Dubai, Sharjah, Abu Dhabi, Ras Al Khaimah, Al Ain, all the environs, okay? Don't move to any of the Middle East if you have other option. As much as I know that Dubai is a stepping stone, is a place where I started from, and it is possible that if I had not been to Dubai, or if I had not gone to Dubai when I went to Dubai, I may not be in the UK right now, or I may never even come to the UK. So, of course, everything that has its own advantage has its own disadvantage. In this video, we're going to be focusing more on the disadvantages of moving to the Middle East, but not to discourage you. If you don't have any other choice, you don't have the choice of coming to the UK, going to Canada, going to the US, going to Australia, going to other countries, then you can decide or consider moving to Dubai. But I'll tell you this so that you're prepared and you know things to expect. If you decide to move to the Middle East, I'll just be using the word Dubai, just, so that it sounds more easy and for better understanding. If you want to move to Dubai, you have to be ready. Of course, Dubai is very beautiful, but let's not focus on the beautiful side. If you want to see a video about the things that you need to know, reasons why you should move to Dubai, let me know, and that will be my next video. But in this video, why you should not move to Dubai. Number 1, discrimination. When I was in Dubai, there was this fear of don't talk about Dubai, even when there's road accidents. We're not allowed to bring our phone to record. People do it. These days I see vloggers roaming about the town with phone, but with what I know back then, you shouldn't be recording public spaces or even recording public, like accident and things that can bring the name of Dubai down. That was what we were fed with. That was what we believed. Discrimination against everybody. I'm saying everybody because the majority of residents in Dubai are immigrants. As much as the locals have access to land, to money, most of them don't work, they are living the beautiful life. You may never see them. You're coming in contact with people from other countries, and it is actually a shame that aside the discrimination you get from the Emiratis, the people who owns Middle East, like the Emiratis, the locals, you also get discrimination from other countries and even from your own country people, like let's say other people from Nigeria. I've had my good and bad share from Nigerians even in the UAE. I'm not bringing down Nigeria, just an example. I've had instances where, I had very bad experience with somebody who is a Nigerian, who is supposed to be a brother you can lean on, who is supposed to be a mentor, who is supposed to be someone you can look up to. But things that they do, you're wondering, wow. So you get discriminated against by almost everybody. The Filipinos can discriminate against you. Indians can discriminate against you. Ugandans can discriminate against you. Nigerians can discriminate against you. Anybody can discriminate against you. An instance I will give you is, I've seen so many advertisements, and if you're living in Dubai, you will testify to this. You see posters for houses, you see posters for accommodation, and they will say 1 room available for rent, not for Africans, especially Nigerians. Am I lying? If you've lived in Dubai, you will have seen this. You go to Sharjah, you see small poster, somebody will type and write, job vacancies available, not for Africans, especially Nigerians. It's sad. There's discrimination. The moment people see you and they see you're dark skinned, they see you're different from them, even though they're not the owner of the country, I can't really say you get discriminated against by the Emiratis. Although definitely they discriminate against you because you can't even go close to where they are. They're like the small gods because they are so because their population is so little. They live separately. They have their own area where they live, where we can't afford to pay rent to we can't afford to live there, so you don't actually have much to do with them. You don't come in contact with them except maybe when they come to the hospital as a nurse and you're attending to them, and you have to treat them with respect. You have to treat them with dignity. You have to treat them like they're kings who are like when you have a local patient. My doctor is an Egyptian. You have to treat the local people, local patient like royalty. Treat them specially. You serve them cup of tea. You do this. You just you have to respect them. So at the end of the day, you're being treated like you're not important. You see Filipinos will discriminate against you in the lift, in the bus, in the metro, anywhere they will discriminate against you. So there's high tendency that you'll be discriminated against, either obviously or in a subtle form. Another reason why you should not move to Dubai is because of the high cost of living. Dubai is very, 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 very expensive. Although Dubai is a shopping place. I used to say if you have money, you want to go shopping, you want to go for holiday, go to Dubai. But if you want to live in Dubai, if you want to really live in Dubai and see the life that we're living in Dubai will live, you'll be wondering how such a beautiful place that is a home to the tallest building in the world, home to beautiful hotels, 7 stars hotels, home to Burj Khalifa, beautiful places. But it is very expensive to live in that beautiful place. The house rent is outrageous. What you pay for a room, a comfortable room in Dubai, is what you pay for a 3-bedroom house in the UK. And when you look at the currency, you wonder how it is so expensive. How many people do you know that is your neighbor, is your friend, that can boldly tell you that they have a house or have property? You cannot buy houses in Dubai because the land does not belong to you. The land belongs to the locals. So you're having to rent, although I can't say for everybody. I know some family that, especially maybe for a teacher, I know some family that were given houses with maybe 2-bedroom, parlor, kitchen, and they have access to everything they need within a home, and they're living comfortably, maybe by their company, and they're not paying much. But there are so many of us, 90% of us that are working immigrants in Dubai, we struggle to pay house rent. It was in Dubai for the first time in my life that I would see adults living in one room. You can have up to 10 people living in one room on bunks. This is the truth that nobody will tell you. People will hide it. When you say we're in Dubai, you don't know how we're living, you don't know the cost of living, you don't know how we're surviving. I have a particular person who is not speaking to me nicely today just because when she wanted to come to Dubai, I wasn't encouraging her. I'm just like, I don't think you want to come to Dubai, because the day I got into Dubai, the day I stepped my feet into Dubai, that was the day I already knew I was not going to be in that country. I knew I was going to leave, and I started planning my escape from that day. I'm not saying it's that bad. Like I said, if you don't have any other choice, Dubai is a good place to start. But if you have other choices, if you have the chance to go any other place, please don't go to Dubai. It is very expensive. You see people on bunks. That's why I saw 3 bunks. 1, 2, 3 layers, and people are living. They say top bunk 550 dirhams, second bunk 600 dirhams, lower bunk 750 or 700. So you pay higher depending on the level of bunk that you are, and you can have 15-20 people living in one house. You can have 20 people sharing the kitchen, 20 people sharing the living space. You can have partition. They can partition a room. Let's say our standard room in Nigeria, they'll divide it into 4, and you use curtain to demarcate. You will be in one, another. You see people, even couple, will be living in such rooms. And if you can afford to maybe get a whole room, it's maybe from your landlord who has maybe managed to rent a 3-bedroom house. Then they will rent out 2 of the rooms. They and their own family, their children, and themselves will be in one room. They can demarcate maybe one of the room with curtain. One side will be the bedroom, and one side will be the living room, where you have the sofa, you have the TV, and you and your own family, you can then rent one room and you just do it, partition it the way you want to partition it, and you share the kitchen and share the toilet. It is very expensive to live in Dubai, although I would say feeding is not too expensive. Food is affordable, and if you want to buy maybe bags, shoes, shopping, it's not too expensive. The most expensive things, especially if you have family in Dubai, is the house rent and children's school fees, because you pay monthly and it is very, very expensive, especially if you want good schools for your children. Another thing is you do not have citizenship, indefinite leave to remain. You cannot have settlement. You can live in Dubai for years and you just have to keep renewing your visa every 2 years, every 3 years. Even if you have a freelancer visa, you still need to renew your visa, and it costs money to renew your visa, to do biometric. You see, you just keep, even if you have, my daughter was born in Dubai, she's still Nigerian. She still had Nigerian passports. You have to go and do your passport. Like, they will not give you citizenship until it is not a way to settle. It is a place to just go, have fun, and if possible, live. Another reason why you should not move to Dubai is there's no work balance. When I was in Dubai, I was also a nurse. I was nursing in Dubai, and I worked for at least 2 full calendar years, and I never went on annual leave. Not because I did not want to go on annual leave, not because I don't want to go. And mind you, I left my family behind. The first few months when I was in Dubai, I tried to go on my annual leave. I didn't experience, although my family joined me later on, but I never had the chance to go back to Nigeria or go to anywhere I wanted to go during my annual leave because of the way the system is. It is so sad that some employers, although my personal employer did not take my passport, some employer will even take your passport off you, including African employers. They will employ fellow Africans and they will seize their passport so that you cannot leave the country except they say so. So my boss then, is a good man. He has given me all my references I need even to work up to this moment. He appreciated how much I worked for him. In fact, before I left, he said, Gloria, you have to, and that was one of the problems I had. I resigned maybe 3 times and I couldn't still leave because he would not give me reference. He held on to me that I couldn't leave. There's no much work balance. Even when I was entitled to my 1 month annual leave, my boss said, there's nobody to replace you, so you have to just keep working and I'll pay you. So it was a paid annual leave. So that means that month I got double salary because there was nobody, there were no staff to replace me and I couldn't go. Unlike the UK where whether or not you're short, you get your full annual leave. I feel like you have more time to spend with your family in the UK than you do in Dubai. In Dubai, I was working as a nurse and I only had 1 day off. At the time, it was every Friday because then Friday was the weekend. But now, of course, no, it's now Saturday, Sunday. But before, it was Friday, Saturday because, they are Muslims. So that I only had Friday off and every other day I was working every week for all the years I was working in Dubai. So you don't have family time, you don't have time for yourself, you don't have work balance. I know some people will say it's a lie, maybe because where you work, you are more flexible, but majority of us, especially as a nurse, I think there's no much work balance when you're in Dubai. If you have family, you're going to just be strained, stressed, you don't have enough off days, you don't have enough annual leave days, and even if you're working with a boss who is crazy, they may seize your passport and you cannot even go home until they allow you, or maybe at the end of your contract, that's when they will then allow you to go home, which actually very, very sad. The 5th reason why you should not move to Dubai is Dubai, in a way, is in form of putting yourself forward for modern slavery. Modern slavery in the sense that it is not the one where they will tie your neck and put bonds on your hand and padlock your mouth. This one, you're the one who will apply for visa yourself. And because at then, Dubai was very easy to come into. So many people just come on visit visa, 3 months visit visa, look for job, switch to work visa and keep renewing. And before you know it, you're stuck in the system. You'll become a slave in the system and you cannot let loose. You don't have enough. You can only have enough to survive, enough to sustain yourself. I'm not saying there are no rich people in Dubai. I'm not saying you cannot live a comfortable life in Dubai. I'm just saying that you can easily get into the system. You can easily get stuck in the system and as a modern slave, because you are the one who will use your own hand to apply for visa. You're the one that will pay to even get the visa get the visa, you get stuck in one job, and your employer will decide, you can wake up tomorrow and tell you they no longer need your service and they will no sack you, you can lose your job, you're always on your feet, you're always on your toes. So many people are living in Dubai with that document, not because they want to, but because they found themselves in the hand of employers that are bad. Some employer will not even pay your salary. I know some employers, even so-called African employers, they will employ you and they will not pay your salary, and because they have your passport or because you cannot go back home, you're just stuck there in the system. Before you know it, you're jobless or you're paperless and you're just still there.
Okay, so what took you to Dubai?
I went there for, I went there myself. I paid for my flights. I paid for everything. I went there to work. As you can see here on my, where is my passport? Okay. I worked in Dubai. We wanted a better opportunity. Some of us got this opportunity. I'm an example of the person that got this opportunity. I was working in Dubai, so I lost my job, and then I got another job, but it was difficult for me because there was no employment visa. There was no. This is the first place I worked in Rotana, Towers Rotana in Dubai. I worked as a waitress. So after working for 6 months, I lost my job. After losing my job, I got job opportunities in other companies, but they refuse us employment visa. They refuse us employment visa.
And you work so hard. So it is foreigners who build the country. You see people working construction, working day and night. Dubai is a 24-hour country that doesn't sleep. So when you go to the mall, 24 hours is opened. When you go to the train station, is open until maybe about half 11 until 5 a.m. Everywhere is running non-stop. Buses are running non-stop. So Dubai is a very, very fast-paced city where people just walk and walk and walk and walk and walk. I'm not talking about those ones that live in, Jabal Ali, those that lives in Jumeirah, those that lives in the beautiful, rich places. When I was living in Dubai, I had Nigerian passport. Oh, I still have Nigerian passport as a Nigerian, and my salary is not the same with somebody who is working the same job as I am, but has a British passport, because then you get paid as an expatriate. You get paid the salary of a British person. You get paid the salary of someone from the from a first world country. You get paid better. You get treated better. They speak to you with more dignity, with much respect than somebody who just has a Nigerian passport. What I was earning when I was in Dubai, although I know the currency value for money is different. Now, if I have a British passport and I go back to work in the same job, I'm going to be earning 3 times, 4 times more than I was earning when I was having a Nigerian passport, which is not so great. Although I know that Abu Dhabi, they pay better. The pay in Abu Dhabi is much, much better, and living condition is more slower compared to if you decide to come and live in Dubai. Even if you live in Ajman or those other Emirates, life is still a bit slower. But if you decide to live in Dubai, you're going to experience at least one of all these things that I've said. And I have somebody who said she's coming. I'm still waiting on when we'll have the time to make the video. She was in Qatar. She's been on my channel. She's now in the UK as a senior carer. Ada Kings, hello if you're watching this video, and she'll come to this channel to come and give us gist of what she went through. In fact, she said it in one of my videos, the video she made with me. She got laid off. They sacked her because she had the baby. That is the thing. Those are the things you would expect in the Middle East. And we'll come together, we'll compare the both countries, and we're going to give you the real detail of what you should expect if you go to Dubai or the Middle East in general, so that you're going to be ready for when you go, or decide not to go. You don't have to. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please, if this video has been of any value to you, kindly hit the subscribe button, put on your notification bell, drop a nice comment, your contribution. These are my own personal opinion. You may have a different opinion from mine, but these are my own personal opinion, what I experienced when I was in Dubai, the dark side of Dubai that nobody will tell you about. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in another video. Until then, take care, stay safe, good luck, and bye. Hello, did you enjoy the video? This is Gigi TV. We give you lots of news, lots of information. Remember to like, share, and follow. Well, as you have listened to her, you heard all the do's and don'ts, the reason why you shouldn't go to the country she just mentioned. But at the end of the day, you will be the one to make your assertiveness and your reasoning to decide whether or not. Have a blessed day all.